Good morning, guys. I'm going to be making some breakfast. I don't know if you can see behind me, but it's been raining all night. This little area right above my finger, it's usually dry and it's like a river right now. Um, wasn't raining crazy, just literally steady all night, so it's going to be one of those dreary rainy days. And I've been seeing a lot of tofu scrambles lately. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm being kind of quiet. My husband's still sleeping. So I'm going to make a tofu scramble. I was really kind of craving a chorizo and tofu scramble, but I don't have any of the soy rizo right now, so I'm looking up some spice blends, and I'm missing some of the spices, but I'm going to get it as close as I can, and I will show you what I do. Here's a little closer look. I zoomed in a little bit. You can see the water rushing back there a little. So it's like a nice little stream river thing going on back there. It's really pretty. Alright, on to breakfast. Alright guys, here's my mixture. I ended up adding in some granulated onion powder as well. It's okay. I think it's missing the, what is it, the coriander. That was the one thing that I didn't have that's in all of them. And then like a little bit more of a spicy chili flavor, which I don't have those different chili spices, but this is what I put in it. And it does have that like background of kind of a chorizo-ish flavor, but it's definitely missing something. But I'm going to go ahead and use it for my tofu and just kind of see what it tastes like once it's cooked, because sometimes once the oil or something like that hits it, it tastes a little bit different. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to, I think, warm the spices up in the pan with a little bit of oil first to kind of help release some of the oil-soluble flavor in there. And then under this thing right here is I've got a block of tofu pressing, and it's the Trader Joe's sprouted organic tofu. Alright guys, let's get to cooking. Alright guys, I put just a little bit of oil in the pan. I'm going to let that heat up, and then I'm going to take my spice mixture and let that warm up in the oil. I'm not going to use all of this because there's quite a bit in there, probably about half of it. And then I'm going to crumble in my tofu and see what it tastes like. Alright guys, here it is. After I taste tested it, I remembered some of the recipes called for like a splash of vinegar, so I just used some apple cider vinegar, let it cook down a little bit. It didn't really change the flavor. I don't know, maybe added a brightness. I'm not sure. It doesn't really taste like chorizo, but it's a pretty good spice mixture. It's something you'd have to play around with. Hold on. Instead of keep saying So in the video you saw that I put the spices in the oil and let that heat up. I went ahead and used all of the spices because chorizo is like a highly spiced dish, and this tofu can actually take quite a lot of seasoning before it like really penetrates. So I ended up using all that seasoning with a little bit more oil, as you saw kind of a little bit later on. I made like a hot spot and put the oil in, let that heat up with the spices, and then I mixed it through. So like I said, it's a good spice blend. It doesn't taste like chorizo though, so I'm going to have to get some coriander, which is one of the ingredients that all the recipes had that I don't have. And then most of them call for fresh garlic too, so I'm going to have to do the fresh garlic. But definitely do recommend using the heating it up in oil method, because that does release a little bit more flavor and gives you a little hint that it might have been a chorizo flavor. Definitely that helped. So that's one experiment. It's still going to be a good breakfast, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. And P.S. if anybody has a good chorizo spice mixture, I would love to try it. So if you do, go ahead and send me a message or leave it in the comments below so that way other people can try it. And hope you guys enjoy this, and I will talk to you later.